Today's horoscope, Taurus January 31st, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Although you begin the day wanting to accomplish something solid, energies seem to loosen you up as the day advances. The moon divides its time between your career and social sectors in your solar chart. With today's Sun-Jupiter trine, you're ready to find reasons to enjoy yourself. This influence connects your work and resources sectors, inspiring enthusiasm for a project, business, or financial matter, and hurdles seem smaller as a result. You're also in the right place to ask for what you want and present your ideas. Thinking up long-term plans can be fun and valuable now. Enthusiasm for a project, particularly a practical or business-related one, is building. People are interested in what you do. Cooperation seems more straightforward than usual with this kind of breezy energy. Your sense of what will work and thrive is in excellent form today. The universe is cooking up cosmic love for you today. You may have one of the best days of your entire year. This is because the mighty Sun, our greatest luminary, will link ideally to majestic Jupiter, our great benefic and the bestower of miracles. Don't be afraid to treat yourself to some lovely indulgence or luxury, especially if you want to impress your one and only. The energy of the cosmos today is all about abundance and living in the moment. This is how magic and joy will be found. Don't stay at home. You might not feel like yourself. Do not expect to feel 100% stable when Uranus stations direct in your sign today. The cosmic shift will bring everything to the surface. It might be challenging to deny how you feel about a coworker or how work impacts you. You could also say and do things that are out of character for how you usually act at work. Although this might feel unstable, you might find that nobody sees you differently since the Sun in Aquarius will trine Jupiter retrograde in Gemini later today. The planets make a harmonious connection today. There is a big chance you will feel lighter than usual, and more easily engaged in other people's concerns than you normally feel is possible. People may respond quite positively to you, but don't forget to take care of yourself. Every day counts when it comes to your health. Diet is a big part of your mood, so take note of what you feel like eating today. Maybe you can replicate it when you're not feeling quite as great. The wonderfully expressive and creative day is here, and you might want to seize the opportunity to let the important people in your life know how you feel about them. If words aren't something that come easily for you in this regard, consider doing something more symbolic to communicate your feelings. Send some flowers or a card. Or perhaps write a letter. See what you can come up with and then go for it. You'll be so glad you did. While having a new moon in your career sector in the heart of the working week couldn't have come with better timing, and especially as it was just 2 days ago that Mercury's return finally brought a chance to get your head in the game, this is also good news financially. Just as the Sun is drawing closer to a friendly aspect to Jupiter, now in its final days in retrograde motion in your income sector that will peak over the coming days, the moon jumps in and does this first. This is a chance for income potential to hitch a ride on growing professional momentum while giving you better access to the doors still open to the past, second chances and untapped income potential. The last thing the moon did when it left an adventurous part of your chart yesterday and Mercury the day before was to spend their final hours at a friendly aspect to the south node in your romantic sector. This may have left an adventurous part of your chart empty, but this has given the spirit of romance the kind of boost that is going to linger. Meanwhile, the support for friendship and relationship building that peaked tomorrow is already building. Daily Planetary Overview. Immense changes may unfold as Uranus stations direct in Taurus today, bringing a wave of unpredictability and transformation. The past few months have been a time of deep reflection, where you've processed emotions, re-evaluated priorities, and perhaps even reconsidered aspects of your life you once took for granted. Now, as Uranus moves forward, you might notice a sudden shift. Something you've internalized could unexpectedly surface in ways you hadn't anticipated. You may find yourself saying or doing something that feels out of character, or reacting to situations in a way that surprises even you. This cosmic turbulence can shake things up, but rather than resisting it, embrace the unpredictability. Have you ever experienced a moment where everything changed in an instant, and though it was unexpected, it ultimately led you somewhere better? That's the kind of energy at play right now. Be kind to yourself as you navigate these shifts. Change, especially when it arrives suddenly, can feel overwhelming. You might be more engaged in conversations than usual, feeling the urge to express your thoughts and ideas. However, in your enthusiasm, you could unintentionally dominate discussions, speaking over others without realizing it. This isn't done with malice, but rather out of eagerness to share what's on your mind. Taking a step back and listening to others will not only strengthen your relationships but also help you gain valuable insight. Have you ever had a moment where simply hearing someone else's perspective completely changed the way you saw a situation? By practicing mindful communication, you allow space for mutual understanding and meaningful exchanges. There may also be an internal push and pull between what you want to achieve and the limitations you face in making those dreams a reality. You may feel a strong desire to break through barriers, to push past restrictions and prove that nothing can hold you back. While ambition and drive are essential, forcing things prematurely could lead to frustration or even setbacks. If you feel like you're hitting a wall, rather than exhausting yourself trying to break through it, consider stepping back and reassessing your approach. Have you ever worked tirelessly towards something, only to realize later that waiting for the right timing would have made all the difference? Patience and adaptability will serve you well right now. This also isn't the best time to make impulsive decisions, especially when it comes to commitments or agreements. If an opportunity presents itself, whether in business, relationships, or personal endeavors, take a moment to evaluate it thoroughly before jumping in. Sometimes, in the heat of the moment, excitement can cloud judgment. You might find yourself drawn to an enticing offer or an exciting new prospect, but if something feels off or rushed, trust your instincts. If things don't go exactly as planned, don't take it as a loss. Every experience, whether successful or not, carries a lesson that will guide you in the future. Financially, this is a time for caution. Unforeseen events could disrupt your plans, making it wise to hold on to your resources rather than making big purchases or investments. If you've been considering a major financial move, it may be best to wait until things stabilize. Have you ever acted on impulse with money, only to regret it later? By exercising patience and careful planning, you give yourself the flexibility to adapt when unexpected expenses or opportunities arise. Not all advice you receive will be sound, so trust your intuition and only follow guidance that truly resonates with you. On a practical level, this period calls for self-care. The demands of daily life can be exhausting, and right now, your body and mind need both activity and rest to maintain equilibrium. Prioritizing movement, proper nutrition, and moments of stillness will help you navigate this energy with clarity and resilience. Have you ever noticed how different your perspective feels after a good night's sleep or a nourishing meal? These small, mindful choices add up, creating a strong foundation for everything else you're working toward. Above all, this moment is about embracing change without fear. Life is unfolding in ways you may not have expected, but within this unpredictability lies immense potential. What's one area of your life where you're ready to welcome a shift? Trust in your ability to navigate whatever comes your way. The universe is guiding you toward growth, and as long as you remain open and adaptable, you'll find yourself exactly where you need to be.